Where are you at, old timey? There you are. Current time, what was it? 10:21. With the hand just switching. Creepers! It's raining. That's right, but that's not going to stop us from doing a little creeping. I definitely need some caffeine. We're going to head to Creeper headquarters, grab a coffee. I got to get the trusty umbrella, which is right here next to the Creeper Cruiser. Where are you at, Creeper Cruiser? There you are, looking good this morning. With old timey looking good. Got to make the intro quick, because like I said, it's raining. Stay tuned. Got a lot to talk about. Alright, just getting here at Creeper headquarters, Burger King. And I love that the Grinch is still hanging out. And he's looking very Grinchy, which I definitely am Grinchy without my coffee. Yeah, he's still just hanging through. Burger King. Carlos here always has my back. Thank you, bro. Oh, he knows me too. He's going with the sugar and cream. Coffee achieved. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about today. YouTube is weird, man. Thanks for letting me put you on video, because it's weird being on video, and that's kind of what today's video is going to be about, is how putting my life on YouTube is so weird sometimes. Thanks for being understanding to my weird stuff, to my weird videos. You're so awesome, bro. Thanks, Carlos.
You're welcome.
Yep. All right, got a handful of cream and sugars here from my partner, Carlos. Such a good dude. He's so good. Some kid came in the other day and was short on his change, or to buy the French fries or whatever he was after. And Carlos took his credit card out of his front pocket and bought the kid his French fries. Told him to put his money back in his pocket. I thought that was really honorable. Anyways, we got the big guns, because I'm going to creep over to the park. I did bring the umbrella because it is kind of sprinkling. But that's not going to stop us from doing a little creeping. But I got to talk to you guys about, man, me putting my life pretty much full time now on YouTube, and how cool it is, but it's also can be really weird. I'm gonna take a sip of this, we'll head to the park and talk about my life on YouTube. How it's been really great too, though. It can definitely be weird. Oh, that's good. Yeah, again. Somebody keeps leaving these here where I park my bike. That is too dang funny. I'm gonna leave this one for a while. It's a good one. Oh yeah. Just getting here to the park. And when I was unlocking the Creeper Cruiser, I dropped my coffee, so I went in and got a refill, and then on the way here I dropped it again because I was balancing, walking with the camera and the umbrella at the same time, and trying to walk with the bike because it started raining pretty dang hard again. But it's one of those days where it just doesn't know really what it wants to do. And then we came up here and I was like, well, I got this big umbrella over here too, which is kind of a double as a shade on hot days. But yeah, I just wanted to come here and do a little creep and talk. It's been a while since I've just kind of taken the time to also thank you guys for always being here, especially on these rainy ones when there's not really any creeps to go to per se. But I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and just kind of tell you about some things that I had on my mind. As you guys know, been on YouTube, well, you may not know, but if you've been tuning in and creeping with, July 4th, I believe, or the 3rd, I think it's the 4th, is technically, is it 8 years now on YouTube. It's been quite the ride. I've been very, very blessed to have had so many great people in the channel, on the channel, the collabos, the people that I've been able to meet. But it's also it can get weird. Let me explain. So yeah, I started the channel July of, I think it was 2017 or 16, something like that. And honestly, couldn't be more stoked for what it has become. It's honestly been such a blessing to have so many great people that, give me their time. Time is important. Time is, how they say, money. And I know everybody's time is fragile, so for people to click on the videos every day and creep with me means the world to me. There is no plan B at this point, so everybody that's really been here and been rolling with me since we were basically filming on like an old, tablet, was gifted the camera, really upgraded the channel, been able to purchase new cameras and kind of stay within the the realms of, you know, the quality of the video and things like that. So the channel's progressed a lot. If you go back, some of those original videos are so dang hard to watch. So the people that are still here all these years later, I couldn't be thankful enough. And what I mean by, you know, YouTube can be weird is, you know, out filming in general public, running into people. I would not consider myself, flip this around again as I'm saying, I'm not considering myself social awkward and take myself off camera immediately. No, I'm not. I'm used to being on camera. I'm used to being, you know, around a lot of people. I've always had jobs that have kept me very social and cultured, and been very, you know, blessed to, you know, be really open arm welcome to anybody and everybody that wants to come up and say hello. And I love it. It's been such a blessing. In fact, at the not only the Christmas tree lighting last year, but at the cherry blossom lighting, you know, this year, I had so many people come up, flip this around again, and say, hey, can I take a selfie and can I talk to you for a minute? And it's just so overwhelming. And I feel like I handle it okay, but I also don't want to ever upset anybody. You know, if I can't get back to you, or you come up to me and I'm filming, or I come off as being, I don't know, maybe not what you may expect. So it's really difficult to, you know, kind of appease everybody. And I kind of trying to keep my channel so that you feel welcome at all points and times. And always, please, if you do see me in public, I love, you know, hearing the creepers from afar, the shout outs, the people that come up and say hello. But it can also, you know, be awkward because you guys know me through the videos, but I don't maybe quite know you. And so it can be different. You know, a lot of people want to talk about certain things that I don't really want to talk about. And it's hard to, you know, still be polite but not want to upset anybody, or you know, take for what they say for granted, or you know, not really want to answer certain questions. You know, my goal is for everybody that ever tunes in will always feel welcome. So I really don't want to touch on certain, you know, opinions. Like they say, opinions are like, flip this around, are like, you know what, everyone's got one. So I want to just make everybody feel as welcome as possible. And sometimes that can be really overwhelming, especially when I'm at, you know, a certain event and there's people talking to me and wanting my, you know, opinions about certain events and things that are happening around the world and things like that. And it's just, like I said, I really don't want to talk about certain things. So if you do see me in public, please, if you do see me, come say hello, give me the creeper shout out. I'd love to have you, you know, on the channel, or if you don't want to be on the channel and you just want to say hello. But please, please respect the fact that I really don't want to discuss or talk about certain things on or off, you know, in the wild, so to speak, because it really does make it hard for me to, I just want everybody to have fun, feel welcome, take something from the videos, whether you're learning something or it feels great, and the positivity. That's kind of what I'm trying to go with, is that I want to just keep the channel as positive as possible. You know, there's so much rhetoric all over the world right now that I want to just do my best to keep things positive. And speaking of keeping things positive, it quit raining. So I'll actually probably be able to bike home. I can put the old trusty away for the moment, which is always nice. Kind of just keeping it ready to go on the back of the Creeper Cruiser. But yeah, you know, by saying that, I really don't want to defer you guys from coming up and saying hello to. I know there's always going to be people that are curious about my opinions about certain issues and things in life. But really, it's in my best interest to kind of just stay, I guess, on the fence, or however you want to call it. I really don't want to get in to conversations that could go sideways. I'd rather just keep things positive. Hey, how are you? You know, nice to meet you, things like that. So please, if you do see me, at least respect the fact that I don't want to talk about, you know, politics, religion, things of that nature. Just look at it as, if you're going to say hello, be on the video, give me the shout out. I love you guys for doing that. Please, I'm probably one of the most open arm welcome people that you'll ever meet. Not to be conceited, but I love it when people come up to me and make the reach, because I do make the reach when I see people I know. And the worst is when you see somebody you know and they don't make the reach to say hello. So like I said, don't let what I have to think or say defer you from, you know, giving me the love, because I absolutely love it. But just keep it at that, please. Because just recently I was in kind of a situation that I really didn't feel comfortable in. There was a couple viewers that I was meeting up with, and they had a couple different ideas and thoughts, and then they kind of, I don't know, I guess they kind of just having their own conversation and started arguing almost, and it just got really awkward and strange. And so I really don't want to ever make anybody feel not welcome or say something that might, you know, make you not want to chime in or tune in, because I want you guys to be here. I want everybody to get along. You know, I feel like that's the best way to do things right now, is that when everybody chimes in or tunes in, you know, their comments are being heard and their voices are being heard, but it's when it's a positive vibe. And we got the sunshine peeking through too. Hello, Mr. Sunshine. Please stay. We miss you. We do miss you. And it's not that it's, you know, by any means like overwhelming to have people come up, but it is kind of sometimes embarrassing, because I don't know, like I was filming for instance, I was at the Cherry Blossom Festival, and I had all these people coming up at once, and it was like I hadn't finished wrapping up with my other friends, and then another person kind of came up, and I love it, don't get me wrong. I mean, like I said, I don't want to feel like, you know, I'm trying to be like better than or something, but you know, it's just a respect thing. So if you see somebody else talking to me too, please wait until they're done. My friend Marie and Pete, you know, they came in town, and I don't know, it was just kind of awkward, because I just felt like the people that were coming up to talk to me, we weren't done talking yet and kind of closing up what we had to do. So thanks again to Marie and Pete for being so cool and kind of understanding about that. But I could see where it would make people's vibes in that situation, you know, feel a type of way. So just try and be respectful, you know, just in general in life. And that's the thing, is I didn't really even want to address this, because I feel like, oh, you know, like how important are you? You have all these people coming up to you and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, man, I love it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I feel so blessed. This channel would be nothing without you crazy creeps coming up and saying hello. It's what makes the channel. I mean, that's the best part to it about it, is meeting all you guys out in public. So please, like I said, say hello, take a selfie, hang out. I love it. But please be respectful to what you ask me in public. And you know, like I said, if I am talking with someone, come up and say hello, but please kind of just wait and be patient, because I feel like everybody's, you know, when I'm talking with someone and we're not finished, I feel like I'm not giving them the most respect. So it's a weird balance. It's hard doing this. And if you are a YouTuber or a vlogger and understand it, then or you know, it's happened to you, then you probably understand what I'm talking about. If not, you probably think, God, what a conceited, you know what. But that's why I really didn't want to even make this video. But I also feel like I had to kind of address it, just because if I didn't, you guys can't read my mind either. So it's a really weird, it's a hard video to make, because like I said, I love you guys with all my heart. But it's weird. It's weird putting your life on YouTube. It really is. All right, and it stopped raining now. Kind of just barely sprinkling. So I'm going to hop back on the Creeper Cruiser and head up to the store, grab a little bite to eat, and call it, because I don't know what the weather's really trying to do. We might do a little bit more bonus footage though. Oh, now it's raining again. Even though it's raining, this guy's stoked. You little wascally wabbit. Look at that smile. What's that? That's right, Easter's creeping in. You're right, 4:20. All right, see you later. See you later. What's that? You're all ears? Yeah, I heard you.